Hi my beautiful fashionistas, welcome back to Yvonne Winifred UG. In today's video we are making this beautiful pink bag. I love it. It is so easy to make, and if you really want to know how, just watch this video up to the end because it is so simple. So now starting off, we need some pieces of fabric, and I have my lining piece, which is that one, and then this is the main fabric piece. So they're all equal, but you can make your lining piece like 1 inch wider, and both are both are 10 inches by 18 inches. 10 inches by 18 inches. The shorter side is 10 inches and the longer side is 18 inches. And guys, for the main piece you have to add some hard interfacing. I used hard stiff paper here. I've already ironed it and it is now joined to the fabric. So now to start off on making our bag, guys, I have these 2 pieces of fabrics. So each one is about 2 inches by 10 inches, but you can make it 1 inch by 10 inches. So the 10 inches is the shorter side of our main piece. So now you're going to go to your sewing machine, right sides facing each other, and we are going to be sewing by 1/2 inch on the shorter side, which is 10 inches, to join these 2 small pieces of fabrics onto the main fabric piece. So let me just now pin them onto the main piece, guys, right sides facing each other. Take it to the sewing machine and you're going to be sewing by 1/2 inch, then open it up. So by 1/2 inch on either sides of the shorter ends, and then open it up. Also, I have these 2 steel pieces of fabrics, and these are going to be our strap fabrics, the strap for the bag, and each piece is 3 inches by 16 inches. So you need to still add some interfacing. You can even make it like 4 inches if you want a bigger strap, but this is just 3 inches. So on either sides along the longer side or the longer part of each strap, you're going to fold in by like 1/2 inch or even 1/4 inch. Here I'm just folding in because this fabric has interfacing, but you can even use an iron box. You iron it down, you press it down that 1/2 inch on either sides. Then after that you're going to fold it into 2 like this, 2 equal parts, so that we finish the strap properly. So after folding it into 2, you're going to run a top stitch along the edge for both straps. So what you did on the first one, repeat on the second one, and that will be all. So together I'm going to take all these pieces to the sewing machine, and after, this is what we have. So you see I've finished the sewing. And guys, as I told you at first, for the width of my straps was 2 inches, but you can use not straps for these smaller pieces that I've joined here. They were 2 inches, but you can use 1 inch. So I've already joined them. Now I can cut off the excesses that I don't need. If you have any, cut them out. And also guys, by the way, you can make this bag bigger or smaller. You adjust the measurements. So this is what I told you. Here I have like 2 inches including the seam allowance. So I'm cutting away about like 1 inch. And now I'm going to remain with 1/2 inch unsewn and the 1/2 inch that we used at the seam allowance, which is like 1 inch. That's why I told you just use 1 inch by 10 inches. So yeah, so now we are bringing our straps and we are going to pin them together to the main piece of the bag, and from either ends you're going to mark away 2 inches and then place your strap there. From either ends you mark 2 inches from the left hand side, then you pin it down. I think you're seeing where I'm pinning it, where from the top, like after folding away the allowance that we used to sew before, then pin it down to that 1/2 inch allowance that we are left with. So like this. And whatever I've done that side, I'm going to repeat the same this side. So first, mark away 2 inches from either ends, from the top and also from the bottom, 2 inches. Then pin down your strap inside the remaining kind of distance, like that. And now guys, after pinning down our straps, this is where we bring in our lining piece. So we are going to bring in our lining piece, you see, and right sides facing each other, guys. You're going to still, you see, pin it down, and you're going to sew along by 1/2 inch. Remember, there is that 1/2 inch sewing allowance that we left, 1/2 inch, and that will be all. So this is it after sewing. Are you seeing? Yes. So now let me turn it to the right side. So that's these two other sides, I think you're seeing that they are left open. So this is what we have. At this point, you can give it a good press, iron it down properly, and then you can also top stitch along the edges so that the lining is attached to the main piece. So now guys, for our sides of the bag, I have these pieces of fabrics. So each has a lining, and I've also added some interfacing already still, as you see, and each piece is 5 inches by 7 inches for our bag today. And guys, so as I've told you, each has lining, so they are equal. Everything is just equal like this, 5 inches by 7 inches, including seam allowance. So pinning them together, wrong sides facing, by the way, wrong sides facing each other. Yes, I need to finish up the top part of these side pieces. So I also have these more pieces. Each is like 1.5 inches by the 5 inches, which is the measurement at the top. So still I'm going to fold 1/4 inch on either sides along the 5 inch side, and then again fold into 2, then sandwiching my like this, then fold into 2, sorry. Then I'm going to bring my piece, the entire piece lining with the main piece of the sides, and then sandwich it into this like kind of bias, and then top stitch, and repeat the same even onto the other. So just know that these pieces, each one is wrong side facing wrong side. So now I think you're seeing. So the top part is finished properly. And now I want us to shape the sides also. So I'm going to fold into 2 like this and carve out that bottom part of the sides. So the curve depends on you, but make sure your bottom is not too curved, because the more curvier, the more it can be tricky when it comes to sewing, when it comes to joining this piece onto the main bag. So here I was, contemplating how to carve, where to cut, because we have to cut out that marked part. So I went with that simple curve. It was really simple. It was not too curved. So after that, I grabbed my scissors and then cut this out. And I'm going to repeat the same even onto the other side piece. So like that. I didn't want it to be very curvy, so that is it, a little curved at the corners. So I'm just going to duplicate the same even here, cut it out, and that will be all. So these are what we have now. So you can also go ahead and top stitch along the edges, so that fabric and so that main piece of the sides and the lining are stuck together. So now this is what we have. So I'm folding in my bag into two to get the midpoint, and I'm going to mark that midpoint. So this is the right side that is facing us, and I'm also going to fold this into two to get the midpoint. And now right sides facing each other, guys, we are just going to be sewing like this, and also from the middle to the other end of joining the sides of the bag to the main piece of the bag. So you sew like this to the other side, and then you come back still from the middle to the other side like that, and also even onto the other one. By the guys, I didn't sew along the edges of the main piece and the sides just because of time, but get your pin down your side piece, and then from the middle sew along towards one side, and then repeat the same also towards the other side. And so far this is it. Remember, I told you that start sewing, guys, from here, the middle, then come to this side, then repeat the same to the other side, so that you have equal, so that the side is equally shared between the two parts of the main bag. And at the top here, you might find that the sides are shorter than the main piece. Don't worry, that is the design we are going for. Then also, guys, so now you see that we are having raw edges on the inside. So get bare strips of fabric, whatever you can, measure this distance all along, and then like the width can be like 2 inches or 2.5 inches. Then fold in the top part like this, then fold in by like 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch on either side, and then fold into two like this also, to form kind of a bare strip that you can sandwich in between to finish the raw edges, or you can even first sew by one side, then finish it on the other side, kind of piping, so that the inside of your bag can be neat. So yeah, that is how you finish the bag. If you want, you can add even inside pockets, but anyways, turning it to the right side, I told you this is just a simple bag, but depending on the fabrics you use, it can turn out really, really beautiful. I love mine. I love mine, most especially because it is in pink color. I don't know why. I don't really love pink, but pink really looks good. So this is how your bag will look like. You can add snap buttons. You can even add a zipper. I'm thinking of adding a pink zipper or a black zipper later. But at this point, guys, my machine, it is faulty. It cannot sew anymore. I think I'm going to end this video here. But afterwards, guys, your bag will look like this. So it is small but wearable, and you can make it as a gift to maybe your daughter, to your mom, to your friend. You can make it even and sell such bags. You can just duplicate the measurements to make bigger bags. You can make it also in any other fabrics. Thanks for watching.